Hello, beautiful people. Victoria here. How are you today? I was meant to go live at 7 o'clock, and technology, it happens to everybody. Facebook has, or seems to have updated their live, and now my browser doesn't accept it, and I needed to download another Chrome something or other. So I apologise for being a couple of minutes late. I've had to not go on my laptop, I've had to go on my phone. So thank goodness that we can think out of the box and we can try and find other ways to get to each other. I was actually going to do a Zoom and stream it live to Facebook, but I just thought, no, I'm a bit sick of Zoom. I'll just come on in and talk to you here. So if you're here, hello, welcome. And if you're on the replay, it would be really great for me to just see who's here so I can help you. Hi Glenn, how are you? And so if you're on the replay, just put in the comments #replay and just let me know so I can say hi and see if I can serve you better. Today we're jumping in here. Where's my notes? There they are. Today we're jumping in here talking about all things, well, not all things, but just the frequently asked questions that I get all the time about people and their Facebook pages. Now, we're not talking about our personal Facebook pages, we're talking about our business Facebook pages. But even in saying that, recently I have been speaking to a few people who are trying to do business pages without having a personal page. So you actually do have to have a personal page as well to create a business page. And I just did quite a informative, hopefully it's informative, webinar on Facebook ads as well. So if you want to jump in at another time, you can do that too. It's so good to see everybody jumping in and saying hello. It's so good. Hi Anne-Marie, hi Jenny, hi Chrissy, hi Deborah, how are you? Just passing through on my way to the dinner table. All the best. Oh, isn't that beautiful? I don't know, now I'm actually on my phone, I might be able to show you. Jenny supplies my beautiful puppy with organic shampoo, gave me a beautiful gift of organic shampoo, but Jenny, have a look at the poor little fellow now. Oh, you can see the stuff that he ripped up this morning, but look how sad he is now. He's not going to be happy to be in the cone for the next 10 to 14 days, and I'm not really going to be that stoked about letting him out all the time to do what he needs to do outside, because we trained him to go in and out of the cat door, and now he can't fit with that bloody cone on. So we'll have to retrain ourselves to, I guess let him out every hour, and it'd be like having a new baby again. Goodness, I've got too many grey hairs for that. I don't know if I can manage it anymore. Anyway, so so if you wanted to ask any questions, please do. If I'm on a roll, the way I work is, the cone of shame. So the way I work is I try to get into, with my mindfulness, I try to sort of get into a bit of a zone so I can really tap into the knowledge in my head and get it through to you as much as I possibly can. And so if I don't answer your question, that's why, because I'm trying to, stay within that little zone, that mindful moment. And if I don't get to the question, just pop it in the comments again and we can have a chat about it. So in saying that, are there any questions? Follow him when he goes to the door. Yeah. In saying that, are there any questions about Facebook, about your business Facebook? Because I'm just going to answer the questions that I get, all the time. But there might be many, many more questions that you really want to find out about tonight. So it's time to sit down, grab yourself a wine, grab yourself a cup of tea, grab yourself a broth, whatever you like to drink at this time of night, and we can sit down and we can have a chat. I will never say I know everything about these things. I am constantly updating my own knowledge so I can share the most up-to-date information with you. I'm just about to do more training next week, so be mindful that whatever information I give you is to the best of my knowledge, but it might not be right. So I'm always aware to let people know that I don't consider myself a guru in any way, but I do know that I have been around this for a long, long, long time, and I do help a lot of people with their Facebook and Instagram and websites and all things digital marketing, really. But I just want to let you know that, I don't believe that I know everything about everything. But if I don't know something, I will do my absolute best to let you know. So before I actually get into the questions that I've got, Chrissy's got one. So if you can't see that, Chrissy's saying, what kind of posts should we pin to the top of our page and how long to leave them there before you replace them? Great questions. Okay, so what kind of posts should you pin? Announcements, something that is very, very important. So I've got a pinned post that is a testimonial because it's from somebody else and it lets people know the type of work that I do for them. Another thing that you can do is anything that you have coming out soon. That you want people to know about, or another one is really good to have sort of an about or an introduction to new people that are coming to your page. So if you've got an introductory post for new people coming to your page, that can stay there because most of the people coming to your page will come through it for notifications of your new posts, so they don't always see those. So it's a really good idea to introduce yourself and tell a little bit about your business and tell a little bit about yourself. As you know, I don't encourage anyone to get highly personal, but for our people to know that they are buying from someone that they trust is very, very good. Very, very good. Okay, and how long should you leave them there before you replace them? Obviously, if you've got another product coming out, replace it with that. If you've got if you've got a special announcement, if you've got a very important email coming out, or if you've got a new YouTube clip coming out. So it really depends on your business, obviously, but it depends on how often you create new things and how often that needs to be replaced. So probably, for the most part, probably every 3 months or so. Okay, I hope I answered that okay. Anne-Marie says, I find it hard to interact on Facebook as my business with other businesses, even if I like another page. I'll just see more. Even if I like another page as my business, I can't seem to comment as my business. If you've liked another page as your business, there's a little, there used to be, Facebook changes all the time, but there's a little drop-down menu that you can comment as your business or you can comment as you. So I'll double check that at the end of the call, or remind me to if I don't, and or you can have a play with it, yourself. There's usually a drop down if you have liked it as your business. There's usually a drop down to change where you're commenting and who you're commenting as. Okay, so like I said, Facebook changes all the time, but that's what it was last week. Okay. So I get this question all the time, how many times should I post? Now, most of you probably realise that your customers don't see every single thing that you post. and it's getting less and less and less. It used to be, about a couple of years ago, it used to be 3%, and it's getting down to 1.3%. So people aren't seeing every single post that you post. Unless you keep saying to them, turn on your notifications, or you tag every single person, which you can't really do, in every single post that you do. And so if you think you're posting too much, you're not, because people are not seeing all of those posts all the time. They're only seeing a very, very small percentage of the posts. That's the majority of the people on your page. For the people on the page that like every single post, they will see every single post, and hopefully they're the people that do actually want to see every single post that you do. I don't encourage you to do the posts the same on Instagram and Facebook. So with my members, I give them a whole month's worth of social media on what to post every single day. And I say to them, so you might not want to post every single day, but post, day 1 on Instagram, day 2 on Facebook. You might want to do day 3 on a blog. You might want to do day 4 on YouTube. You might want to use day 5 as a, how do I speak to my customers that actually come into the shop. And so you've got a whole month's worth of social media strategy, and I'm hoping you've got a strategy up your sleeve, but you don't actually have to post every single one on every single, on the same platform every single day. It is good practice to post every single day. If you're in a launch, it is good practice to post about 4 times a day. But you can, again, split that across your Facebook, your Instagram, and then you can even split it across your Instagram stories and your Facebook stories. So have in your mind to post every day, and please schedule your posts. I don't want you to be spending all of your time on Facebook or Instagram. I really, really encourage you, like I say to my members, sit down at the beginning of the month with your plan that is very strategic, that is based on all of the days that are coming up, your promotions, the seasonal changes, things that are happening in your area, and really schedule as much as you can, and have in your mind that your people are reading it on that day. And so trying not to make it too sort of rigid when you're scheduling. What is that? How many posts a day? Yeah, so once a day, but it doesn't need to be on the same platform. And if you're doing a launch, probably 4 times a day. Okay, and what to post absolutely and utterly depends on your customers. It's nothing to do with you. It is absolutely your customers. Now, I know that lives are very important, and I know that you guys have got lots of questions and that kind of thing. The past 3 weeks I've been doing lives, but you haven't seen my face. My face, I've actually got makeup on now. It has massively broken out in the worst eczema I've ever had in my whole entire life, and there's no way I wanted to do lives like this over the past 3 weeks. And then I just said to myself, no, it doesn't matter. It's not about me. It's about you guys, and it's about getting out as much information out of my head into your head as possible. So when we're thinking about what to post, it's not about us, it's about our customers, and it's about what they want to see. How are we best going to serve them? What are we going to say to inspire them? What are we going to say to educate them? What are we going to say to help promote our products? And what are we going to say? What's the 4 things I always talk about? Education, entertainment, inspiration, and selling, promotion. So that's what's in your mind, but what's in your mind is your customer. And so they are thinking, what's in this for me? So always having that in your mind. So when you say to yourself, okay, what am I going to post? Put yourself into your customer's shoes and say, what is in this for me when I see this post? And then that's an interesting post. If they get inspired, if they learn something from you, if they laugh or they giggle, or I've seen gorgeous baby ones and, oh, my ovaries just melt. And I think, oh my goodness, it is a reaction. So if we can give our customers a reaction, that's awesome. And then that promotional is really easy to do as well. Okay, so what shall I post? Now, another question that I always get asked, actually, I should go through this before I stop. Okay, so now Jenny says, there is a way to comment as my business as opposed to my personal page. Oh, it looks like it's been answered. Great, okay. Yes, Glenn, they do become top fans. And on your page, you get an option to give people badges. It's a really good idea to click that on because people tend to really like them. They really like seeing if they're a top fan or if they're a conversational starter or... Okay, so hi, those other people that have come in. So we're just talking all Facebook and not social Facebook so much, but Facebook for business. Okay, now the next question that I get asked all the time is when to post. We really need to look into our insights when we are posting. Now, it's a little bit tricky because we have to have over 100 likes on our, followers or likes on our page to get into the insights. And then we get into the insights and we can see when our customers are mainly online, but it's in Pacific time, American Pacific time. And for the life of me, I've asked this question on so many different forums that we can't change it. And so I was terrible at doing this. It took me way too long, but you might be so much better at doing this. You need to think about what time zone that you are in, and then you need to go into the insights. You need to look at those specific time zones and change them to your time zones to see when your people are actually on. And it's a really good experiment to see, because I thought a lot of the people were on at a particular time, mainly because that's what I was on, but they're not. And so it really matters then for your scheduling of when you put your content in front of people. If you're putting your content in front of people when they're not online, there's so much that goes through Facebook. It's ridiculous. They're not going to see it because it's going to be way, way, way down low. And so trying to find out and coordinating those time zones so that you are posting probably about a minute before the peak time zones of when your people are on. So my people, might not be on at the same time as your people. Your people might be in different countries. So really, really thinking, going into those insights, but again, you need to have 100 followers to do that. Going into the insights and having a really good look and seeing when they're on. And then scheduling your posts so that they are very, very close to when your people are actually on. And it might surprise you. It's quite interesting to go into those insights. Okay, where do we turn the badges on? Chrissy says, where do we turn the badges on? So we're talking about the conversational badges and the top fan badges. Every now and then I just get a notification to do it at the top of my page. I'm not sure that you can actually search for it. At the top of my page, it just says, do you want to turn the notification badges on? Sorry, I don't know if that helped you too much. And Anne-Marie, yeah, I never knew it was in American time. I know, it's really, really frustrating. It actually didn't used to be. and they've changed it to Pacific Eastern Time, I think it is. So just be very mindful, because as Australians, we'll have a look at it and go, oh, why isn't anyone on during the middle of the day? I thought most people would be on sort of 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, or at school pickups or just after school drop-offs, and you look at it and you go, that's really weird. That's why, because it's in Pacific time and most Australians are asleep then. Some of us. Okie dokes. So when to post. Again, it's your audience. When they are online, that's when to post. Where to get inspiration is our next question. So I'm actually going to turn it over to you guys, because I can see Louise is here. So now I'm gonna test her as well. No, I'm not really. Where do we get our inspiration about what to post? So if I'm asking you to post every single day and you're not one of my members, so you don't get, the monthly plan that I give you, where do you go? What do you do? Because I've got lots and lots of ideas, but I'd really like to hear what you guys say. And again, if you're watching the replay, just pop some inspiration in there as well. So where do we go to get inspiration on what to post? Again, it is always up to your customer. Knowing your customer avatar is so important. I'm just looking at a new product at the moment. I'm actually looking at it physically right now, and I'm looking at where the people are that I'm going to promote this product to, and I came up with 3 different avatars. Now I've got all my paperwork here. It was on a day that I had no power, so it's all written out. I've got 3 pages back to back of handwritten notes on each avatar, and it's for one product. So knowing our avatar and where they are is so important, because I realised that there's absolutely no way for one of my avatars I can use Facebook for the advertising. Absolutely no way. It would be such a waste of my money. So I've actually just delved into Spotify ads. So that's exciting. And also TV ads and radio ads. So it's going to be quite a fun experiment for me, but knowing your avatar is so important. So Anne-Marie says Pinterest. Perfect. So much inspiration and so much on Pinterest. It is not funny. There is so much you can do. Please don't get lost in there. It's very easy to spend hours and hours sort of wandering around in Pinterest, and you'll forget to eat almost. So please don't get lost in there. But Pinterest is a really, really great way, really great place to find inspiration. So all you just go to Pinterest and just type in your niche, and then you can either find out the top posts that are there. You can either share those posts, obviously acknowledging the sources, or you could say to yourself, okay, well, this is a great post. I know that I can replicate that. And so let's just do that. Don't copy it exactly, but just getting inspiration on what is a very, very good shareable post. And Pinterest is really great for that. Okay, so just discovered Reddit. Reddit is really great as well. So I think I've popped that on a PDF that I put into the Social Media Insights group a little while ago. Not the Social Media Insights page, but the Social Media Insights group. They have 2 different functions, and I'm glad that people are going to both of them. And Reddit is one that is in there as well. It's a really good place to go. Glenn says, get an idea from other top posts on similar Facebook pages in the niche. Fantastic. Really, really good. Yeah, excellent idea. So really getting ideas from Facebook itself, and even sharing those top posts if they're shareable, and if they aren't promoting something else that is in competition to you. Really good idea. Sharing videos inside Facebook, so typing your niche into the search bar in Facebook, and then going across to videos, having a look at the video to see if it resonates with your people, whether it's not promoting something else that it is in competition to your people, copying and pasting the URL, pop that into your Facebook page, and then it'll automatically populate with that video. So you can take out that URL, it looks yucky, and type in something. The source will get acknowledged as soon as you do that, and Facebook absolutely loves video. So that's another way that you could do that. Another place is BuzzSumo, BuzzSumo. It's free to use for a couple of searches a day, I think, and then you sort of run out of searches and you have to pay for them. So BuzzSumo collects all of the most read, most shared content on the web, and shows you what is most shared on Facebook and what is most shared around the place. You can go into those blogs and you can share them, or and obviously acknowledging the source that you shared it from. Or you can go in and you can say, okay, well, that a lot of people are reading that. I can write a blog that is very similar to that because I know that people are interested in that. Another place that you can go to, it depends on your customer, is BuzzFeed. And again, you can share some of the things in there. So BuzzSumo is a little bit more serious, and BuzzFeed is a lot less serious. So you might want to check on with the BuzzFeed posts whether they are actually real. And if your customers like all of those, silly games and the quizzes and the, if you're going to marry this person, what it would look like, that type of thing, that's a really fun place to go to share those types of things. And they can really, really boost your engagement. But make sure that you're not going off brand with it. So make sure that you are sticking, with your brand and you're staying there. Okay, Chris is saying, aren't TV ads super expensive? Do you know what, Chrissy? I was really interested in this because the way I'm going for it is I'm applying for a grant to be able to pay for them. But I got radio and TV quotes, and the radio was more expensive at the moment, and I was floored. And I got told I got a very, 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 very good rate for radio. And the TV ad's going to be put in front of Sunrise. It's going to, on Sunrise, it's going to be put, all sorts of stuff. So I get told whether that was accepted this week. So I'm looking forward to hearing some good news for that. Okay, now where can we get inspiration? We can get inspiration from our customers. So what are they always all asking you? What do they need to know? How can we help them know about our brand more? How can we help them find out about why we're doing this and what's happening? And so we can get our inspiration from our customers. We can have a look at the Facebook groups that they're in, and having a look at the Facebook groups and going into the little search on the side of the group, and then typing in your product or your service, and all of the comments that have mentioned that will come up, and you can just sort of scan them and see if there's questions that people ask all the time, and then using that as your inspiration on what to post, because you know that people are already asking those questions, and you're there to help them, you're there to serve them, you are there to become the expert in their eyes on that particular niche. So yeah, another really easy place to get inspiration, and there's lots more, but it's, yeah, they're probably some of the best. Also, you know, what are your competitors doing? Have a really, really good look at what your competitors are doing, and sort of seeing if it resonates with you. There's a lot of the things that my competitors are doing that I would never do. It just doesn't sit right with me. It's not my business practice. It's hustle, hustle, hustle. And I believe, you know, family, and I believe in mindfulness, and, you know, taking each day as it comes, not working weekends, and yeah, I just, that's my way. So having a look at your competitors and seeing sometimes what you don't like, but also what is working for them as well. Yeah. Okie dokes. Who to focus on in your posts. So I think I've hammered that a little bit, your customer. But in saying that, your customer might be a dog. Your products might be for dogs. And who's buying that? And they're your customer. Your customer might be a baby. It might be a baby blanket. But the baby is not looking at your Facebook page. It might not even be the mum or the dad looking at your Facebook page. It might be grandma and granddad looking at your Facebook page and wondering what to get baby for a present. So really, again, going through your avatar, I know I'm hammering it a bit too much at the moment, going through your avatar and saying who, and this might sound crass, you've probably heard me say it before, but who is actually opening their wallet and their purse and buying your service or your product. That's who you are posting to. Okay, so the people that I post to are beginners. They're people who are solopreneurs. They usually only have one person running their business, maybe two. They might outsource every now and then if they need to. My people that I love helping are not big business. They are not big companies. They're not Maya. They're not David Jones. They're not huge government corporations. They are people like me who are really passionate about serving and helping other people, but we get a bit lost every now and then. We need a little bit of help every now and then, and we get a little bit lonely now and then because we're doing all of this stuff and we've got all of the hats on all the time. So they're my customer. That's who I help. I help small and predominantly small Australian businesses, and I love it. I really, really love it. I feel so blessed to be able to, to serve and to help. So that's who you're focusing your posts on. You're focusing your posts on your exact avatar. Okay, so that's the end of my questions. Has anybody else, or questions and answers, has anybody else got any questions that they want me to cover tonight? I do want to say thank you so much for being with me here tonight. I understand that a lot of the people on my pages aren't in Western Australia, but it's so tricky trying to find a time that we can all get together live, because if it's 7 o'clock over there, it's 5 o'clock here, and I'm cooking dinner, and then if I make it later for those people that are, still cooking dinner here and trying to get their kids into bed, then it's way too late for the people in the eastern states. So I know a lot of people are going to come on in and watch the replay, and I say hi. And I say hi for all of those other people that have come on here as well. So best of luck with your Facebook business pages. If you want me to cover anything else, it's basically the same for Instagram. It's basically the same for YouTube, your blogging, your vlogging. If you're vlogging, it's knowing your customer, it's knowing when they're on, it's knowing what they want, and it's knowing how to get it to them. Okay, so hi Sally, how are you? We're just about to sign off. If you've got any questions, just pop them in the comments and I'll do my absolute best. Thank you to you, and I will see you at another time. Bye.